Hey guys, welcome back. And today we're going to talk about Black Clover again, episode 117, Breaking the Seal. And so this episode starts off kind of where the last cutscene from the last episode ended off, where Nero's talking to Finral, and everybody's like, "Whoa!" And it starts off there, and she tells him to go to the Demon's Bones, where the statue of the Wizard King is. Um, and then it goes back to like inside the castle, which I mean, that part's not that interesting yet, but inside there's some interesting stuff that happens that I was kind of confused about, to be honest. So obviously the first battle that they go to, which is the only one going on right now, is the one with Yami, Charla, I guess I should call her, even though it's Charlotte, but since she's an elf still, it's Charla, I guess. And Leaf versus, wow, did I just say Leaf? I meant Lit, versus the devil. And basically, they're just, Yami's kind of talking to his head because we're the only one, we hear him talk rather than anybody else, which is kind of cool. And he's really good at fighting, and he's very strategic. I wasn't truly expecting that. Like, I know he's obviously a captain. He knows a lot of stuff, and that's how you become a captain. But the way he was analyzing everything was way better than I thought he would, to be honest. I thought it was going to be more of like a just a fight and a brawl, but the Devil's too powerful. Even for like all three of them, kind of, which was weird. Not weird, but it's impressive. But then the Devil does something interesting. He summons, first off, this whole time he's been fighting them, he hasn't even been using his grimoire. So that's crazy. And they're running out of magic, especially Yami. So that's crazy to think about. And then he finally opens up his grimoire and he summons this thing from another dimension that's just like a purple blob. And that was weird. But when it attacks him, it sucks up Charla, yeah. It sucks up Charla's roses and stuff. And like sucks up all matter and stuff. And then Yami gets hit by it on his hand. And it sucks up like the life and magic out of his hand. Which I'm like, how do you fight this? It sucks up magic, it sucks up life itself, and then the demon confirms it sucks up life, so I have no idea. But while it's spreading, it goes down to where not lit, where Hasta, Nozel, and Patriarch, and basically Asta pushes some people out of the way. Like I think he pushes Mimosa and Raya out of the way, and like he gets covered with the blob, and so it's like, well, what? I mean, like he's not gonna die because he's the main character, but what's gonna happen? And he like comes out unscathed. I'm like, wait, okay. To be honest, I got like two theories about this. A, the reason it didn't work on Asta is because he has no magic to like actually suck up, so it didn't even register. Or two, it has to do with the demon in his body, or the devil in his body technically. Cause my thing is, probably, I mean, the devil wouldn't summon something that's gonna affect him too, or else that wouldn't be smart. So since Asta has the devil inside of him, kind of unknowingly at this point, but he still kind of knows, it might have protected him in a sense, kind of like how like the nine-tailed demon fox protects Naruto type of thing. Sometimes it lets chakra out, or like acts as a shield for stuff that he wouldn't be able to actually protect himself from. But it might be kind of like that without like the chakra coming out and stuff. But like just the being wouldn't register it because he knows that's another devil. So maybe I'm just throwing that out there. But then Nozel tells Asta, and Patrick to go up to help them. And meanwhile, back to like Finral and Nero, they finally teleport to the Demon Bones, and then they put the magic stones. They get the magic stones actually from where Patrick put them before to summon all the elves back to bodies, I guess you could say, not to their own bodies. And Then they take the stones and put into the Wizard King statue, and he starts to glow and comes back to life partially. It kind of looks like he's still kind of like a statue in like some areas, like he's partially gray, and he says himself that Nero, who apparently has sealing magic, which is cool, but apparently Nero did it like right before he was about to die, so maybe that's the reason why he's not fully um whatchamacallit, fully back, and like he still looks like statue in some areas, but he's extremely powerful, which is cool. And Finral was saying he has more magic than like the elves, it seems like, which is crazy, because like that means he's probably on like the same level as the devil or something like that, a little bit below, because the devil is ridiculous right now. um and with that, it goes into like a little bit of backstory, which was nice. And I really kind of like the first Wizard King because he reminds me a lot of Julius, which, yeah, but he reminds me a lot about Julius in like how he likes to learn about magic and stuff like that, and he has that enthusiasm for everybody's magic. Because Nero was like, oh, when Nero met him 500 years ago, because everything happened 500 years ago. When Nero met him, she didn't look at her magic as anything special, but he showed her it could be applied to more things like making magic tools and sealing magic and stuff, unsealing magic, and it was a bunch of cool stuff. And it just showed like he's a cool guy. And then it showed him like building that connection with his sister, with the elves and not Patry, Lit and stuff, and it was cool. And then it shows what actually happened, and it shows that, spoiler warning, shows that the devil was behind it the whole time with the massacre of the humans. I mean, the elves, which was kind of obvious, and he told us actually. But now we know how he did it, and he like basically tricked the humans and stuff, and he stopped the prince, because at the time the Wizard King was the prince. He stopped the prince by binding him in magic in the while the wedding was going on. So the only reason he actually was able to get free was because of Nero, and him and Nero went over to where the wedding was taking place, and we saw Lit holding his sister slash bride, and not his sister, but the princess. You know what I mean. But we saw him holding, I believe her name's Tyria or something like that, and he was just in despair. His four-leaf clover grimoire had already turned into a five-leaf clover grimoire, which means he had basically fallen into despair and everything. And right then, you see like some lines come across his eyes. He's like, "Oh, I'm glad that you didn't do this." Because I don't know why he thought that he would do it, but yeah, he was like, "I'm glad that you didn't do this. I trust you again," type of thing. And then he turned into a giant demon. And he was like, "I just need you to kill me now," because I don't actually get why. Maybe it's because, like, once you activate the spell, you can't stop it because it's forbidden magic type of thing. Because the devil was also trying to take over his body, not just get his grimoire. So I wonder what that's about. But that's kind of weird, because does that mean that the, like, bones, that huge skull near Asta's house is technically like Lit's head? And then the next episode, it kind of just shows, it shows more of the backstory, I think. So it's kind of going to be cool to see what actually happened during that fight. That we always see like the first 2 minutes of it every episode, but now we'll actually get to see what happened, rather than just a voiceover and like the Wizard King killed the demon. But now it should be pretty cool. And what else? And then it looks like Hasta and them join up with Yami, and they're fighting the devil. So should be a great next episode. Hopefully, I wonder if we're gonna get out of this arc soon, to be honest, because I like it and stuff, but I want to go somewhere else. I feel like it's been on a continuous path, and we haven't had a break for a while. Which I like action and stuff like that, but at this point, I feel like it needs to slow down for a second and then change the setting and like the people. Although it's doing that a lot, so I can't really complain. But what do you guys think? Comment, like, subscribe, let me know. See you guys next time.